Welcome back to the Bushiroad Championship Series World Finals here in Tokyo, Japan for Shadowverse Evolve. My name is Kel, also known as Red Zone Rogue, and I'm joined by none other than Ignitius here for the top 8.
Yeah, it's very long awaited, and I'm super excited to see who actually made it to the top cut.
Me too.
Swiss rounds are over, and from here it is single elimination best of one. So if you're out, you are out. So
Yep.
this is where the stakes get really, really high. And you know what other stakes are high? The answer to the previous trivia question.
More trivia.
How many clan heads are featured in booster set Neo Metropolis? So this is before the break. We asked chat, and chat types their answer, and if you get the answer right, you get points that you can maybe get a merch out of. So is it A, 2, B, 6, or C, 4? The answer is B6 clan heads. And I mean, that just makes sense. Shadowverse Evolve,
Yeah.
there's 6 classes. So
Yeah, for sure. That does make a lot of sense.
yeah.
So if you guessed B, well then you got it right.
Congratulations. And we should have the leaderboard as well for the points earners.
Oh.
Akaino Code has
2,000.
shot ahead with 2,184
Are
points.
they untouchable at this point?
They are just they're Nostradamus. They can predict every winner of every set, apparently. There you go.
Absolutely.
Pretty incredible. So, hey, look out for that.
But we do have prizes for the top 3, right? I think it's three winners.
Yes,
so.
that's true. The
Yep.
top 3 will get prizes. So, hey. Look out. And you know, in these next few games, you could lose everything if you bet it all.
That is true. That is true.
Let's see what happens. But, guys, we are here with the top 8, and we actually have the bracket here on screen right now.
Ooh.
Excel and Nova TCG have to play again
It's a
in
rematch.
a rerun of the previous round. That's crazy how that worked out. Then we have Bomi and Polaris, Kira and Noir, and Brian M. and Ruben. Now, we've already seen Noir, and I believe Kira as well.
I
from the
believe
previous
so.
They're the players who came in from the simplified Chinese editions.
Yes.
So very cool to see, especially off the back of the spring conference that we just saw, where apparently next year we're going to get a combined World Masters tournament. We're already getting a taste of it here with the simplified edition, simplified Chinese edition players here at BCS Worlds.
Yeah, that is extremely hype. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to Shadowverse Evolve in 2027. But for now, for today, we have, as you said, a little bit of a taste of that here in the top 8.
Now, a lot of the announcements that were announced, okay,
Yes.
good sentence saying. A lot of the announcements that were announced were really exciting for Worlds Beyond. Like, to be so close to, like, shortening the gap so much between English and Japanese releases is extremely
really
exciting.
like at the end of it all, it'll be very, very close.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly, the release dates, but it'll be extremely close. Almost more or less global parity.
I
It'll
think
be very, very close.
there's so much value to having
Yeah.
the sets basically come out at the same time. Like, it's awesome. All right, guys, let's head into the top 8. The players are currently seated at the table, getting ready. And, going into these top cut matches, you got to give them a bit of time as well to get seated, get their head on straight. And it is once again going to be that Forest Craft we saw previously, the Beast Seka, I believe, up against Swordcraft here.
Yes, it looks like.
I believe we haven't seen Kira before, but we definitely have seen Noir before. This is a familiar start with the Shamu Shama immediately.
Yep, immediately.
And this is actually festive Swordcraft.
Oh, interesting. So this is not the previous Swordcraft that we've seen.
Yeah, it's not Thief Sword, it's festive, so it's a little different. Rather than indexing on, Octress and having that be your late game win condition, instead you get massive amounts of storm and value clearing the board between the musician and the GMon that you can also basically make untouchable using Armor of the Stars.
And we do see here just a classic sword card. I think this is an alternate art for Leod. Leod can just give you a ton of value over time. He's really, really hard to deal with. Usually you just want to Evo him early and just start, getting extra value out of that.
Yeah, Leod might be my goat. One of my favorite old men in this game, alongside Kagemitsu, another cool old man that Shadowverse Evolve can boast about.
Hey, you know what? I like all of the age representation in Shadowverse Evolve. You got some cool old dudes too.
How do you feel about Amatas? He's an old man, but he can become a young man. Is that performative, you think?
I don't know. That one's up. Though he does, I mean, I do like how he goes from bald to not bald. That's how I see it. I see it less of old man to young man, and more as bald to not not bald to not
His
bald.
skincare routine's on
He
point.
becomes the previously bald blader.
All right, now going into this next turn here, we're already seeing a chipper skipper on the field from Noir here, but does it pull something good? If it can pull Athena, that would be really, really strong. Another Alice might be ideal as well. Oh, actually getting Sukuna out of it. It's a little strange. Not the greatest pull off of Chipper Skipper, I would say, but it's nice to have.
It's a nice card for later in the game, right?
Yeah.
Sukuna is mostly a card that can help finish out the game. It's a big storm card that you want to combine with a lot of other plays in the same turn. Not something you want on turn 3, but maybe in the next couple turns it could be something that could make the difference here. And it's something that Kira's going to have to keep in mind, as you can just see it plainly there in the EX zone.
Okay.
So for the
there's the musician.
festive,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is an interesting version. I have not played a ton of the festive version. Personally, I played a lot of the thief version.
So essentially, you know PDK?
Yeah.
Masterful Musician is like if PDK was even better. So
Okay, sure.
on the Evolve form, Masterful Musician has the ability that it just pings the enemy followers and deals damage to the enemy leader.
Whoa, it deals 3 damage to the follower.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I gotcha.
And
game.
it's whenever a glitter and gold token is put into the EX area, and you can do that a lot. As you can see, there's already 4 glitter and gold tokens in the EX area.
And it's also like a 4/4 for some reason.
Yeah,
so
and if
sure.
you can put an Armor of Stars on it, it's very, very difficult to get rid of. First of all, you can also put the Armor of Stars on the GMon, which is another good target for it, which is another of the big boss monsters in Festive Sword, where every other Festive has Storm. So if you can get that guy to live, then all your other guys are going straight to the dome.
So you're telling me this deck is annoying to play against? That's what I'm hearing.
Well,
from this.
I didn't put it in so few words.
As the player, you're probably very, very happy. So we'll have to see what Noir's response to this is. It's going to be pretty tough to deal with the board. I mean, like, as a turn 3 board, like, you have a 4/4 and you have the Leod. And as I mentioned, Leod is just kind of annoying to deal with. If he's just reserved like that, he has Intimidate and Aura, so he can't be attacked and he can't be chosen as the target. For
you need like an AoE or something. To
you need some sort of like thing that just blankets the board. And then he also starts chipping in with a little bit of damage. So Leod is generally kind of annoying to deal with.
All right, so the Cheshire Cat's going to ping 1 onto the...
Okay, that's a start. Ooh, we got
Oh,
Carbuncle.
bounce it back. And are we going to do Cheshire Cat again?
Yeah, I mean, like, you can definitely see this. We have 2 play points open. Carbuncle is going to be one of those cards that is like an engine card here.
I see a Salvia Panther in hand, and with 1 beast being bounced, that means Salvia Panther can be played for 1, I believe. So that might be the run.
Okay. Salvia Panther is that the tutor or the
That's the
storm?
3/2 Storm.
It's the storm one.
Yep.
All right, so we do have the storm, and just coming on in for 3 more damage.
But what do you do with the last play point? A pass.
Okay, so this feels like a little bit of a more tame start for this version of the deck, right?
And there's GM1.
Ooh, okay.
So once GM1 hits the field, all other Festives have Storm.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, that does seem pretty good.
And it puts a glitter and gold into the EX, which activates the Masterful Musician, which is then able to ping off the Salvia Panther. And this is where the party gets started, I'll tell you that much. GMon is also able to, on Evolve, basically banish 2 of the glitter and gold from your EX area to then summon a put a festive from the top of your deck to your EX area and then make it free. So you can essentially summon it that turn. And out. Okay.
Yeah.
So the board is coming. The board is coming.
Yeah, it's like you got to look at the top 5 and then pick one.
Yeah, so having both GMon and the Masterful Musician this early in the game is basically ideal for Kira here.
And of note, GMon, like you said, gives all of your other festive followers Storm. Doesn't give himself Storm. He gives all the other ones. But he also can redo his on-evolve ability by paying 1.
Just by paying 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it does require you to have a lot of glitter and golds to take advantage of that, but I mean, look at the amount of glitter and golds.
We got max. We are maxed up on the glitter and golds.
Yeah, as is expected of this deck. That is sort of the entire point. And it is a very, very strong deck. I think it was a bit difficult for people to kind of decide whether they wanted to bring Festive or bring Thief. And I think with Kira making it to the top 8, maybe they're making some people reconsider some decisions.
I mean, yeah. I mean, seeing this in action, seeing this board on turn 4 is very impressive, and make me personally rethink the Festive versus Thief build. So
Very
we do
much so.
have
Minami Nita bringing out that Anastasia, yes?
Yeah, this is an incredibly core card to this deck now because you can combo the Minami plus the Anastasia. We're going to
That's combo 2 already.
Yep, combo 2, and then we've seen some extremely explosive turns from here, right?
But this board is kind of hard to deal with because that
Yep.
that Gine Bewitching Courtesan, which pretty much just came out as well with the New World Genesis. It's a card that I haven't had a lot of experience fighting against, but the fact that it just puts 2 more glittering gold tokens into your EX area is pretty crazy to try and refresh your supply.
Okay, the second Cheshire. I mean, we really got to deal with that.
And there's Shamu
Gmon.
Shama, which is able to take out the Giamon because of the combo 5 effect. And now combo 5, obviously, everything gets buffed up to high heaven.
Yep, everyone gets the +1/+1. It's exactly what you want to do with the Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
Notably, not a huge storm turn, but just a lot of beef here on the board.
Shamu does get Storm, but like, how do you
Yeah.
deal with the board? Like, are you going to really leave all this up?
Sean was a little bit. But, I mean, I feel like this is going to be... I mean, yeah, you do make a good point. Like, Noir is at 8, right? That's just kind of like a thing.
Yeah, how are you going to deal with all of this?
So you use the Storm instead of for face damage. You got to trade.
I
for
think
the board.
you don't have a choice, yeah. But if there's another Masterful Musician or another Giamon that can come out, this is going to start looking really dangerous. Also, even though they're festive, a lot of the time they still play some of the Stormers that are a little more generic in other Shortcraft builds as well, including the Disciple, which just came
All right,
down.
yeah, the Disciple is a huge game.
And that is
That's
a
game.
GG.
That is
yeah,
game.
festive,
Wow.
bringing in a decisive victory on turn 5. That was a short top 8 round, but I think it really does go to show you. I think the recurring theme is that aggro is very scary.
I may have underestimated Festive Sword. Festive Sword, that was a commanding performance there.
I mean, to be completely fair, both these players fought all the way to the top 8.
Oh, for sure.
They had
100%.
to fight so many skilled players to even get to this point. So
Yeah.
I think no matter what decks are being shown here in the top 8, they've already proven their mettle, to be honest.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, quite literally, is the World Finals here.
Yeah.
And they had to claw through a ton of other world-class players even to get to this point. Especially if you're playing a deck like Festive Sword, you gotta be prepared for something like Sekka, right? You gotta know that people are bringing that deck.
Yeah, it's pretty
and
interesting.
likewise, you gotta know that someone's gonna be bringing the Sword variants. As
Yeah,
well.
right. And I feel like Sword and Forest are sort of similarly positioned, where Forest has 2 really good decks with Fairy and with Sekka Beast, and Sword also has 2 very good decks with Thief and Giamon Festive. So either way, in your prep, it's kind of hard to factor for everything. So really, that was as even as it could have gotten in terms of class versus class matchup. And at the end of the day, the Festive won out. I mean, really strong play, and didn't even have to play the Armor of the Stars once. The one card that they're losing didn't even have to play it to get that kind of performance. So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna see that Festive deck move on. Unfortunately, like we mentioned before, this is a single round elimination. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot more Shadowverse Evolve for you going forward. But before we do that, we have even more trivia.
That's right. The chat is clamoring for trivia.
Yes,
Kel.
clamoring for trivia.
I'll tell you what, I took a peek into the abyss of this Twitch chat, and everyone is just going, where's the next trivia question? I want to get more points. So let's give the people what they want, shall we? All right. Looks like we have the question.
So we have, guess the card rarity.
Ooh.
A, ultimate. B, special. C, secret. I think this is a little bit tougher than the last one.
Yeah, a little bit. So guys, make sure to type in the chat right now, A, B, or C. What do you think the answer is this time? If you win, you might get some points, which adds to your total, and that means that you might win some merch at the end of the day, but you got to make sure you win, so make sure to type it down below. Now, guys, that was the top 8 round, and we are going to be coming back with the top 4 round.
Yep.
Sooner rather than later, because single limb. So we'll be back very shortly after a very short break, but do not go anywhere. This is where the competition actually starts to get incredibly heated, and you don't want to back out now. So stay tuned right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Bushiroad Championship Series 25-26 World Finals for Shadowverse Evolve. Reporting in from the TFT Ariake Hall in Tokyo, Japan. I'm your host, Ignatius. With me is my co-host, Red Zone Rogue, a.k.a. Kel. Welcome back, everybody. This is top 4. It's starting to get really intense because the winners of this round are going to be going to the grand finals to decide who actually ends up winning the entire thing and becoming the third ever World Champion for Shadowverse Evolve English Edition. Now, before the break, we did actually end up getting some stats on the top 8 breakdown, and I think there's a few surprises here, Cal. So 50% of the top 8 was Seka Forestcraft.
So that's 4.
That's 4 players.
Yep.
25%.
Well, that are Forestcraft.
That are, regular forest. We don't have the breakdown of what the archetypes are. So 4 forest.
It could be, we saw Fairy as well.
Yes.
Leading up to this, so it could be Fairy too.
So just in general, Forestcraft is 50%, and then 7-cost Dragon, I believe, is 25%. And then there's 1 player playing Festive Sword, who we saw win last round.
Yeah, so they're definitely moving on to this round.
And 1 player playing Wasteland Haven.
That was the undefeated player in Swiss, I believe.
And it's still undefeated, even last round as well. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually catch that.
Yeah, so pretty insane. Very unexpected top 8. I think usual suspects are there with the 7 cost, and I had huge faith in Seka Forest as well.
There's a little bit of an upset, though.
Yeah.
There's no Abyss.
Yeah, that is tough.
No Abyss in the top 8. So my prediction is out. My beloved Abyss did not make it into the top 8 this year.
Now, I want to say, even though I predicted Forestcraft to win the whole thing, I am an op of Forest for making me lose every tournament run I did this year. So even though I believe in my mind that Forest will win, in my heart, I need Forest to lose. But of course, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But I think it is surprising, like you said, Abysscraft. Like on a more serious note, Abysscraft not being in the top 8 is a shock.
Yeah, I mean, like it'd be interesting to see what the actual breakers were for the top 8. We saw Abyss do very well, on coverage all day long.
Yes.
So you got to know that there were some folks who are probably very close to those numbers, and maybe they just didn't have good, breakers and that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of a heartbreaker for me, but seeing the Haven deck go all the way was pretty exciting.
I mean, speaking of upsets, who would have guessed that Haven would have gone undefeated?
Undefeated. Yeah, I knew Haven had a good position, and I kind of called it out that Haven I thought would have a good showing here at the event, but undefeated, I don't know.
I don't think anybody could have expected that.
That's actually pretty cool, and I think the deck is uniquely poised in this particular meta because it itself is a fairly aggressive deck with a lot of Storm units, but also it is teched to be very good in aggressive mirror, right? It has stuff like the Abyss, who has the 0-cost ability to just blast the board for 1. If they're running Apollo, that's also additional board damage for 1.
True enough,
So it's just a fast deck that is also resilient against like the mirrors.
Yeah, and what I like about that that Haven deck that we saw as well is that it's kind of like everyone is here. It's got so many traits.
Yes.
Now we are getting into our top 4 match here. It's going to be Ruben versus Kira. Now we just saw Kira in the last round. We're going to be following his run into this round with the Festive Swordcraft, which is also a little bit of an unexpected pick. I think a lot of people were over-indexing on Thief, but Festive still very strong, as Kira is proving, being the only sword in the top cut. Not even Thief, it's Festive. So let's get into the round.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have, looks like Forestcraft versus Sword. I'm not sure, the names and such are not
I think it is flipped, yes.
I
think it is flipped, yes, unfortunately. But yes, so the Ruben will be playing the Fairy of the Pond immediately.
So this is a Fairy Forest deck, not a Seka deck.
I called out Fairy Forest from the very beginning, but that's only because of my experience with the Indonesian Fairy Forest players who are very, very, very strong. So I think all the boys back home will be happy to see that their pet deck is being represented here in the top. And an immediate Amatos on turn 2 as well.
Turn 2 Amatos, all right.
All right, so these fairies are already going to start getting buffed up into a 2-2 and a 2-2, and it's going to start looking pretty dire if the Festive is not able to clear this. I think also if you are able to, if this deck is similar to the one we saw previously on stream and runs Titania Sanctuary, we don't know if it does, but if it does, getting the Assail is also going to be harder for the Swordcraft Festive to have its high-value follower stick on board, because Armor of the Stars gives Aura, doesn't give Intimidate though, so if the fairies can just smack in, it's going to be kind of hard for the Festive to maintain consistent value with their Giamon and their Masterful Musician.
Yeah, and speaking of the Festive, we have Takatsumi coming down. He's just a 2/3, but also on Fanfare you get a draw card, discard a card, and then get one of those glittering gold tokens, which is really important to this particular archetype.
That's right.
He also has an additional ability that you can pay for and banish him to get his advanced form, but we'll cross that bridge if we get to that point.
If we do see Advanced Takatsumi come out, that would be pretty hype, because I think he summons a unique token that only he can get, so it's pretty sick.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a little bit of I wouldn't call it a slow start for Kira here, but definitely not an aggressive start.
I think Ruben had an incredibly strong lead in terms of just pure tempo. Going into a Fabled Archer onto the turn 3 as well, getting another fairy onto the field.
Yeah, this is just a great value card, right? This is the one that it's just a 2/1, but it also summons a fairy, and you get to look at the top 3 and take a pixie card from among them and put it to your hand. So this is just
and getting the Blessed Fairy Dancer, meaning that if anything sticks, it's just going to get pumped up again the next turn.
So we are going to go full board here, getting that pixie out.
Face for 3. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course the Amatas can engage to get the fairies down. That's what's happening there. Okay, gotcha. That's a lot of damage.
I mean, like, I always like to call the fairy deck like a aggro combo deck, right?
Yes,
and this
you
is the
mentioned this
aggro
earlier.
side. This is the aggro side, right? You can just play guys, turn them sideways, pump them up, and then just get there like this. And then if your opponent's able to stabilize, you can kind of get them in the mid to late game with an explosive like combo turn.
It's really, really strong.
Is in a tough situation here. So we have a Leod coming down. Leod will provide a little bit of value here. I think we're going to immediately Evo that Leod.
That makes sense to try and deal 2 and try and get rid of the board as much as possible. So the 2 damage is going to hit the fairy. Getting pixies off the field. I mean, the thing is that Kira knows that Blessed Fairy Dancer is in hand, so any board that sticks is going to be a problem.
Absolutely. And so we even see the Leod coming in to attack, making Leod more vulnerable, but you really need that board control here, so you can't be too greedy in a situation like this.
Yeah, the followers have to go, because if you try and greed this out and try and get the value off of the Leod, at the end of the day, what's going to happen is that this entire board is getting buffed, and you might find yourself at very little health very, very soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Takatsumi's also going to trade into the Fabled Archer, just trying to get rid of as many bodies as possible.
Yeah, and then suddenly the fairy side is, you know, the board is a little bit smaller, but so is Kira's life total.
Yeah. But let's see if Ruben has a good follow-up from that previous turn, or if he's already gassed out. Is the thing, right? That's the problem with some aggro decks, is that sometimes you can't get the full range of, you know, turn after turn, like play into play. You just sort of get like stall at a certain point. But I don't know, with 4 cards in hand, I think is that 4?
I think he's got 5 maybe.
I think it's very likely he still has a very good play here. Let's take a look.
I do see 5 cards in hand. We do know, like you mentioned, that he has that the Fairy Dancer, but that one works best with a multitude of fairies.
Yeah,
so
with a full board would be ideal.
We want some sort of like fairy generation here.
There's Fairy Generation.
Oh,
the 1-cost Aria from New World Genesis gets 2 fairies into the X.
All right. So I mean, like, and then we have an immediate Evo.
That Evolve is already going to summon a fairy and also buff everything up as well. And there's the Dancer.
Yep, pumping up the board and EX. Exactly what you want to do here. So Kira's got to be like, I just dealt with this board, man. And now I got to deal with it again.
Oh, yeah. So it does summon the fairy onto the board, but unfortunately this is way too early in the game for that super level effect. But still, just getting the pump from the Dancer is more than enough for a massive amount of board here. And, yeah, not having the play points to play another one of these out, but it's going to be really good for the next turn, especially if they're able to chain this into another Amatas, or in the later turns, maybe a Cynthia or 2.
Yeah, and I think it's an easy trade here, trading off that Leod as well as the Aria.
Yep. Developing as much board as possible.
Then we have a myriad of fairies in the back pocket, as I like to say, in the EX. Kind of just setting up for more future turns, right? This is a deck where you can kind of like bank all of these fairies and then play them out once you have more explosive plays like Amatas, or even that amulet that you mentioned earlier, the the Titania Sanctuary if they're running it in the deck.
If they're running it, yeah. We're not sure if this is the exact same build. Oh, but the Masterful Musician does come out and is able to clear the board so well here. And we also get a Knight on the Town, I believe is the name of that spell. Let me double check.
Yeah, we're up to 4 gold now.
Yep, there it is, Knight on the Town, yep. I remember the names because they're the same names as Classic. So
yeah, oh, yeah, that's true, that's true.
Yeah. So that's able to generate another, and that, I mean, the amount of ping and the amount of clear just from Masterful Musician alone, I mean, it just goes to show how performant this card is, too, truly.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of the big payoffs for this deck really care about having a lot of those gold, right? We saw it in the previous round with the Giamon. Just does a lot of work, especially if you have a lot of gold. You can just keep, cashing that in, and also giving all of your other festive followers Storm.
I mean, if Kira does have Giamon in the next turn and is able to pull out the Gine, Bewitching Courtesan, that's also an amazing play on the next turn as well to get an even bigger board. There's Amataz.
We got the Amataz here.
Let's go. But this is the
Amataz.
new Amataz, I believe. The Amataz Reverse Blader, who on Evolve selects an enemy follower on the field. If there are at least 3 cards in your EX area, destroy it. If there are 3 Pixie cards, deal 2 to the leader. So that's going to be able to deal a bit of chip.
Yep, take care of that pesky musician here.
And then there it is. Amataz in the Evolve form has a luscious locks, so I'm saying he's only pretending to be bald, and I think that's a stolen valor, to be honest with you.
Fake bald boy.
Yeah, and Fabled Archer as well, just developing another huge board, and all of it standing too, which is going to be difficult for the Swordcraft to deal with if they don't have another musician or another way to deal the AOE. How do you get rid of this board?
Yeah, the Amataz, fortunately, is not too big. He's just a 3/3 on Evo, but we'll have to see. Oh, is this another...
That's Taketsumi, I believe.
Another Taketsumi.
That's right.
Do we have another play? So the Taketsumi, as we mentioned before, he...
Oh, he is going to spend an Evolve point to get the advance out, I believe.
All right, so we do have the Advanced Taketsumi coming on.
All right, tell me all about this guy.
So Advanced Taketsumi... he has a lot of, so he's a 5/6 first of all, which is pretty big. On Fanfare, he also summons 2 Soot Spawn tokens. These are the unique tokens that you were talking about.
Yes.
And then you can also engage him to select an enemy on the field, and you deal 5 damage, and then you also deal 3 damage to the leader. So you can just deal a ton of damage on board, a little bit of chip damage to the leader, and you also just have this 5/6. Yep. And the Soot Spawns themselves are 2/2s with Ward, and also they have last words that you can select an enemy fall on the field and also deal at 2 damage. So they're wards that also ping. So this is actually very not good for Ruben.
Yeah, that's a huge pain if you're Forest, because that 2 ping can represent just clearing one of your fairies out, right?
Yep. And they're 2/2s by themselves, so the fairies would have to be at least 3/3 to survive that.
All right, so Soot Spawn is going to take out 1 Soot Spawn for 2 bodies.
2 for 1 with just the token.
All right, so we're going to get another Fable against another fairy out. Is there something off the top?
This is the 3rd one of these guys.
Ooh, I think I saw something pulled from that top. I think it was a whiff.
Oh, no. Yeah, because you do have to reveal the card, right?
Yeah, there was no pixies.
That's a pretty big whiff. Not what you want to see here.
Yeah,
so we do see...
I did see from the pool he got Intertwined Resolve, which is in fact a Natura Elf Beast card, but not Pixies.
So we did have a Guidance, returning that to hand, and we have a replay, getting additional fairy, and trying to get a second time.
Ooh, the Aria is fantastic. Perfect. The Miasma Fairy is going to give every fairy rush from here on out once it gets put into the EX area. So, but what are you doing to deal with this board this turn? Do you just have to leave the 5/6 and the Soot Spawn up? That might be too hard to handle.
I mean, yeah, you have to get through the Soot Spawn, right? And the Soot Spawn itself, obviously, like we said, does a little bit of damage when it dies with the last word effect. So yeah, we're just gonna pass. So now you're staring on a 5/6 and the really pesky 2/2.
Yeah, and that Taketsumi's body is massive too. Like, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a tough one for Ruben. Oh, and the Giamon comes out!
We have the Giamon coming out. This dude is a house, as we saw before. So we have Giamon come out, immediately evolve. And he's got this crazy evolve we talked about. You banish 2 of your glittering golds for EX. Oh, yeah. So this is another card you were talking about, right?
Yep. I was just mentioning this. So if Giamon is on the field, and if you pull this from Giamon, obviously it does all 3 of the effects, where it can engage an enemy follower and it doesn't refresh, it draws a card, and you put a card from your hand to the top or bottom of your deck, and you refill your glittering gold count again. So the glittering gold you just spent from the Giamon summon effect, you get it right back.
Ching, you can get that right back. So yeah.
That's frugal. That's frugal living.
Absolutely capped out. And Giamon also can repeat his on-evolve ability for just one play point, and you cash in those glitter and gold. So we can get repeat value off of this.
Yeah, get Guinea again and you just get your gold back.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely here.
Or is there a better play for the 1 cost? Let's see that. Okay, so putting that card from the hand to the bot.
I think we're doing it.
And we are doing it. Let's go.
Giamon again. Send it. Yeah, I mean, this dude is like so much value.
Oh, and it gets the frog attendant.
So the frog attendant. I know this one has an Evo.
Front desk frog. Puts a glitter and gold token into your EX area. If you have Giamon, it just evolves.
Yeah, if you just get the free Evo.
It just evolves for free. And then on the evolve, it says select an enemy follower on the field, deal it 2 damage. If there are at least 3 festive cards in your EX area, draw a card. So it's removal against the fairy decks. It's cycle. Free evolve can also, it's basically 2-for-1s.
Yep. Yeah.
This is the
value frog.
Amazing curve from Kira.
Yeah, and then we're just jamming in.
And remember, all these guys have Storm too because of Giamon.
Giamon gives everything else that's festive Storm. Doesn't give himself, but he gives everything else.
Now here's the thing: do any of these guys have Ward? I don't think so.
We still have the Soot Spawn.
Oh yes, the Soot Spawn does have Ward.
We still have the Soot Spawn that has Ward. And so
yeah, we're gonna use the Taketsumi engage effect as well to deal some chip as well as dealing with that threat.
And suddenly, Ruben is down to 4 health.
Yes, and remember, if you take out the Soot Spawn can snipe the other fairy.
Yeah. Oh, it's nasty. How does Ruben come back from this? He's sitting on a decent, pocket of fairies here, but
with no Storm Giver.
Yeah, he's got to have something incredibly proactive in hand.
And, and the Soot Spawn is a problem, and
yeah, Soot Spawn is extremely annoying.
Oh man.
He does have a line if he just wants to trade both of his fairies into the Soot Spawn. You can do that, right? But you still need a lot more, right? You need a lot more to deal with everything else going on.
Wait, let me see. So we got 3-3-2-2-2-2 in the back. If they have Cynthia in hand, that's 5 damage plus another 3-8. No, but because of the Soot Spawn, I don't think it's enough.
This is a Dancer.
Yeah, it's not enough because of the Soot Spawn. Wait, unless they have Amatas here. Hold up.
Perhaps. We have seen a couple Amatas, so there's definitely still more. Potentially.
So this is going to...
So this is the trade here.
And then I assume this pings a fairy.
Yeah.
Bit on Fortnite there, but that's okay. And if this is Amatas double fairy engage, is that enough? It's going to be... It is Amatas!
It is an Amatas here.
So that is...
So this is going to pump the fairies here.
5-5 and 4-4, that's 9 damage with Amatas engage. But you... One more play point...
Let's see.
9 damage is not 11. Quick
so
maths.
At this point, is it enough to...
Is there another buff
So
card?
there's basically 2 questions here. Like, do you have enough to do lethal? Do you have enough to survive? So we have the 2 come down, immediately jam in with Storm.
I don't think it's enough.
And leaving 1 play point open, passing at 4 health. I think he's just playing it out.
He's just playing it out. Fair enough.
But
Fair
we just
enough.
attack and win, yeah.
So close. What a match.
Wow, absolutely down to the wire. 2 health remaining.
I am kind of shocked that so far we have not seen Cynthia come down on the field even once the whole day on broadcast.
Yeah, it's yeah, I mean, Forest in general has been having a little bit of a rough day on stream, I think. We've seen some very powerful plays, but a lot of the time it's just kind of like, I think I mentioned this before, like always the bridesmaid, never the bride here.
I suppose, but, if this is the Forest out, are the other 2 Forests in, I guess is the question.
Well, we saw 1 taken out in the previous round. This is another one. We have potentially 1 more.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to find out what's the outcome of the other top 4 match.
Depending on yeah.
But we know for sure that Festive is in Grand Finals.
That's pretty high.
If
honestly.
the Grand Finals is Festive Sword versus Wasteland Haven,
I
don't think anyone was
I'm
expecting
here
that.
for it.
That would have been incredible. Now, guys, welcome back to the caster's desk. I just remembered that we forgot to do the trivia answer before that game started. So, what is that? Sorry to keep you waiting, chat. What's the answer to that previous trivia? What's the card rarity? Is it Ultimate, Special, or Secret? Guess on your phone. It is Ultimate. So if you got that right, congratulations. You got a couple more points in the pocket for your potential merch prizing. Let's take a look at the leaderboard of the merch or of the points so far.
Ooh,
how is Akaino
3,000?
Dude, this guy can predict every winner. That's crazy.
Yeah. Maybe they're just like, I'm a festive believer. I'm a Haven believer. Bet it all.
That's beautiful in a way. I think.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
So, guys, we also, I think, have another trivia question that we can get into right away to show you all.
Yeah.
Double wombo combo on trivia.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at another question that you can answer for beautiful points. And again, third place, I think it's a random booster. Second place gets a playmat. And first place gets both. So let's take a look and see about this other trivia question very, very soon. But, Kel, I think so far, lots of upsets in this tournament. Which card will appear as the English original special card in Booster Set Neo Metropolis? Oh, you guys should know this one.
I know this
Come
one.
on.
I know
All
this
right.
one.
Is it A, Vania, Crimson Majesty, B, Ralmia, Sonic Racer, or C, Caridwen, Eternity Hunter? Make sure to type it in the chat right now to make your guess.
Come on, everyone. You know this one.
Come on.
You know
Come
this one.
on, guys.
You've seen the art. You
Come
know this
on,
one.
guys. All right.
Yeah.
Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in with us so far. But, hey, you're already on the final stretch. Don't stop now, because after this, we are going into grand finals to try and crown our world champion. Third ever English edition.
Shadowverse Evolve English Edition World Champion.
Oh, I am so hyped for this, especially since I wasn't here last year. I am so excited to see another champion crowned. I could not be more ecstatic.
Oh,
so.
me too.
Yeah, guys, do not go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome, everyone, to the Bushiroad Championship Series World Finals for Shadowverse Evolve. Here in Tokyo, Japan, we are here for the Grand Finals. I'm Kel, also known as Red Zone Rogue, and I am joined, as always, with Ignitius.
Hello, Kel. I am incredibly blessed to see, right after this round, the crowning of the third ever Shadowverse Evolve English Edition World Champion. But this last round that we're about to watch is the most important round of the day.
Yeah.
So it's really going to be one to watch for sure, and it's going to be an interesting one to see. So let's take a look at the bracket here. The player we followed since the top 8 actually made it all the way to the end, with Kira piloting that festive Swordcraft. And in the finals, Kira will be fighting against Polaris, who's playing
Forestcraft, yeah.
Yes.
So that's going to be an interesting match. We have seen Kira, play Forest in this exact top 8. So we'll see if he can, recreate the magic that got him here.
Hopefully, yeah. But I think Forestcraft was definitely one to watch going into this tournament. Seeing it in the top of the bracket is not super surprising. I will say it was pleasant to see multiple builds of Forestcraft make to the top cut as well, between Fairy and Sekka, and also a huge surprise to see Festive take it all the way to the top when everybody was thinking that Thief was the Swordcraft deck to beat.
I even thought Thief was like the Swordcraft deck to beat.
But I feel like this happens every single year, where everyone thinks the meta is going one way, but then in the world championships, in the world finals, that's where people bring out their big guns, their biggest innovations, and things get shaken up big time on the crucible of the world stage. So that's really beautiful to see every single time. Now, guys, with all that flowery language out of the way, what's the trivia answer from
let's see the trivia.
Let's find out. So we asked you guys which card will appear as the English original special card in Booster Set Neo Metropolis, and the answers were A, Vania, Crimson Majesty, B, Ralmia, Sonic Racer, or C, Caridwen, Eternity Hunter. And the correct answer is...
Of course, it's Vania.
Of course. We saw the beautiful original art for the English edition. We even saw it in the Bushiroad Spring Conference that was just taking place just now.
That awesome, beautiful-looking collection that's coming out later this year.
And it's a beautiful art that only the English edition gets, which is awesome, and it's of a fan-favorite character, too. And funny enough, it's a character that won the World Championships last year, so
exactly.
It's pretty fitting, I think. So pretty amazing stuff. So if you guys got that right in the comments, you would have gotten a few more points in your pocket. And, of course, the top 3 are getting prizes at the end of the day. So let's see. We got Mochilla, we got Altrium Gunha, and Akaino Code in the top 3 right now. So, if you overseat them, you're going to have to predict pretty hard on this next match.
Yeah, and that is it for the trivia portion
of this
as well.
So You know, it all comes down to who's going to win this next Grand Finals, really, right? Is it going to be Kira?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be Polaris?
Yeah, place your bets. Basically, Sword versus Forest Craft.
Oh.
I think it could go either way, to be honest.
All right.
We've seen both of these decks and both of these archetypes and classes have, you know, commanding performances today, especially knowing Kira's deck, since we've seen it so much in the last few rounds.
Right, it's been so dominant, too. I will say a bit of a shame to see the Wasteland Haven, such a unique build of it, too, fall just short of it, but still undefeated until the very end is such a good accomplishment for that deck, too.
Extremely good run. And here we see Sekka, turn 1. So this is Sekka Forest, not a Fairy Forest
yes,
like we saw
it
in the
appears
previous
to
game.
be Beast Sekka, which is the one that leverages the most use out of the newly revealed or released Minami Nita, which is able to pull the Anastasia. We've seen this several times today as well.
Yep.
Also, I have to say, just off the top, great taste with the Licorice leader, my favorite
for
Forest
sure.
leader
All right,
in
yeah,
this game.
yeah.
So there you go.
Love to see like the bling on in effect here.
Mm-hmm, for sure. All right.
So this is it's very, very shiny. Is this one the
I believe that is indeed Guinea Bewitching
Courtesan.
And you, with no GM on field, you can only pick 2 of the options, I think.
Two is still pretty good. This one lets you engage an enemy follower, and it doesn't refresh. You kind of like lock one down. The most important mode here is getting those glittering gold.
I think they are going for the draw, it seems.
Yeah.
So it seems like their opening hand is not as ideal as they would like.
I mean, getting a draw, getting the glittering gold out is still a decent setup, right? You'd need to get a kind of a critical mass of these glittering gold so you can use it with major effect with that GM on.
All right, going into the turn 2 for Polaris. It's not quite the turn for a Windflower combo. That would be turn 3. So another better play is probably to just... Is that Resolve of the Nine-Tailed Fox played aggressively?
Oh, interesting.
Just to give +2/+2 on the second to make it a 3/3 and swing 3 to the dome while removing the follower.
That is definitely a statement, right?
I think that's a really good play, and I think some newer Forest players, me included by the way, because I'm not super well versed, is that it's very tempting to try and greed the Resolve for the full value. But if you can get a really good play out of it in the early game, why not? You can snowball that advantage.
I mean, especially if you don't have like too much else to do,
right? Yeah.
You still have a nice, 3/3, and you remove your opponent's card. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I think players of this caliber, we've seen it multiple times today, are not going full greed on the Resolve of the Nine-Tailed Fox, and to very good benefit. So it just makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if Kira has a good follow-up to that. He does have the 2 gold in the back pocket.
Masterful Musician, it's not the best, but...
Yeah, Kira does not have the Evo point, so we're just going to see the Frog coming on in.
Front Desk Frog is a little less explosive as the previous turn, but it is going to go ahead and evolve.
Yep.
Just for a play point, I believe, and it's going to take out.
Yeah, just trade into Sekka.
Normal style. And we got the 3 golds in the back with no evolve points, because it does seem like, Polaris is one that's going second, of course.
Yep.
So no evolve points means no turn 4 GM on play.
So this is just kind of like a cheeky little Alice just coming on in to draw a card. This is probably a good sign for Kira.
Yeah, like, really slow turn here, yeah.
Yeah, just Alice pass is kind of what you want to see.
Like, if that was a chipper skipper, then they would be in trouble.
Exactly.
But as just an Alice, this is a pretty slow turn.
I think it's kind of been slow for both players so
far. A little bit, yeah.
So Kira now has the opportunity. Turn 4, 3 gold in EX. Likely not a turn where you want to play GM on, right? Because you don't have those Evo points. You want to wait until turn 5 where you can play and evolve, so you can get a lot of value out of that.
Masterful Musician evolve is not amazing either in this situation.
I see a Leod in hand. That's okay.
I don't think that even clears the Alice, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really do much here. Oh, so this is the
this
is a spell card.
That's the Hagglers.
Yeah, it draws you a card and then makes a
gold.
token.
And it costs 1 less if you have a lot of gold in your EX area already. So it's essentially free.
Yeah, it's a free card.
Yeah.
And, as a starting move on your turn, that makes a lot of sense, right? Just kind of see more options.
No, Kel, you draw last. And then you regret your misplay later.
Yeah, sometimes, sometimes it happens. But here in the World Finals, that is the play.
Oh, certainly. All right. Now going into their 4 play point, there's not a lot of great options.
You're right. There is not a ton of great options. I mean, there's a couple options you can do to try to just advance your board depending on what you have in hand. Leon is fine. Something like Takatsumi is like also fine, but it's not like very explosive. So Kira here is just weighing all of his options, seeing what line he wants to do. We know he has the Leon in hand. Looks like he's got a nice, is that 5 or 6 cards?
If he has another cycle, I think he would have played it by now to try and dig for something better. Oh, wait, I see in his hand he does have Stay in Paradise in the hand, which is the spell that's emblematic of the setting of Ametsuchi, which is able to look at the top 4 cards of the deck and put a festive card from among them into the EX area and then put the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order.
You can dig a little bit.
If you can find something good off of that, but the festive cards that you kind of want are, it's awkward, right? Because Hero of the Hunt, which is the Takatsumi spell, assuming he runs it even, only needs stuff in the cemetery to actually get the full effect as well, so that's a little bit troublesome.
I think he does have a Jaemon in hand, right? He has it pulled to the front here.
Yes, but he can't play it this turn without the evolve to get full value because he's not going second.
So it's like, does he want to dig a little bit, or does he want to just kind of advance the board? I mean, these are the kind of decisions that make or break the game, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Alice's stat line is so strong, too, as a 2-3. The
Leon,
Leon can't clear it nicely. It is just going to be Giemon as a raw follower.
Yeah, just
and just say,
out.
Can you answer this? I mean, the thing is that if
3-4.
If Polaris can't answer it, then he's in real trouble.
Yeah.
So I suppose that is fair play.
Yeah, I think the consideration was, do I want to try to dig for something or just play Giemon right now? Is there a better play in my deck that I could like dig for and get?
Now, the question is, does Polaris have an answer to this Giemon?
So Polaris is going into turn 4. So this is not like a big Minami and Anastasia turn. So that's something that Kira probably was weighing, in his head. My opponent, it doesn't have their huge combo turn on the next turn.
We already saw the spending of a Sekka plus Resolve as well to potentially remove a threat, right? So, oh, it's Piercy.
Okay, so we do have a Piercy coming on in.
So Piercy with Evolve on the Evolve point. That's going to go ahead and deal 1 to the enemy leader and 2 to each enemy follower, and you heal 1 on the Fanfare.
Yes. So this does do a little bit of damage.
On the continuous, yeah.
Yeah, this one does a little bit of damage to the Giemon here. Does spend all the play points.
Yeah, I don't think it can clear the Giemon,
I don't think it can either.
Yeah.
Alice is just going to kind of like chip in for 2.
That aggressive call from Kira might win the entire game because the Giemon ends up living, which means that an Evolve only costs 1, and then he can start getting the engine up right away.
With 5 golds?
That was a bold play, too. I think Kira...
4 play points remaining?
Fortune favors the bold, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're playing festive. Yeah, you got to go for it. So this is, you get to look at the top 5 here, and you get a 3-cost festive.
Assuming it's going to be another Gine is probably the best pull.
Gine is kind of...
Masterful Musician is a good pull as well.
True. That one does get the bonus for getting pulled off of...
just the being able to clear the board as well,
true.
right? Yeah. It is Gine, though, I believe? Yep.
Yep, that is a Gine. Very shiny, but it is Gine. Let's see. I think he's considering here.
I did see in the tutor there was also a Masterful Musician, so it is a decision that you have to make.
Yeah, so it looks like...
You can see it right there on the right
side. Yeah, I see.
How much do you value clearing a 3 defense body compared to refilling your entire... And now you can activate this Giemon a lot because you have the activate.
So the Gine would be able to do all 3 of her effects. So that's the engage an enemy follower and it doesn't refresh. Then you get you can also do the 2 glittering gold, and then you also draw a card. You put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck.
It is still a little strange.
It's a lot of value.
Like you would like to use it on the Piercy, but then the Piercy's continuous is still active even if you engage it. So he's going to go for the Alice instead.
Just lock it down
and try and figure out a way to destroy this Piercy instead.
Yeah,
I would have to assume. All right. Pay 1, do it again.
Yeah, because we have more than enough gold to do this. So once again, look at the top 5 and pull a 3-drop.
And I see the Masterful.
Yeah, pull the Masterful straight to the front. And as a reminder, this one is a 3/3. You can, on Fanfare, you get a glittering gold. And then if there's a Giemon on your field, you also heal 3, which is actually pretty nice in this situation.
It's pretty wild. And it also is able to just deal ping damage.
On the Evo, yeah. The
On the
Evo's-
Evo, yeah.
There's like three damage.
Can't
on the Evo,
evolve
which
this
is
turn
nice.
though, right? Because the GMon already evolved.
The
this
GMon
turn,
already
yeah.
evolved. Yep.
But we're just gonna
absolutely.
go again.
Yeah, might as well. You have enough, right? You just kind of like keep spinning the wheels, and if you keep
Goodness
getting dudes that keep making gold, you could just keep doing it.
Goodness gracious. The not being able to clear the GMon
Yeah,
on
it's
that
huge.
turn.
And then we have another
Oh,
masterful
goodness
musician.
gracious. So we're going to heal all the way back to 20 then, if you're
Yeah,
going to play this
yep,
out this turn.
Yep, absolutely. And he can do it.
Gets another goal out of this, too.
Yep. And then, on the back end,
This is suddenly looking very scary for Polaris, I'll tell you that much.
healing up, have just a huge board out of nowhere.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
You got it. If you hit another card that makes a gold, you could do it.
Oh, no, you can't. Your board's full at that point.
Well, yeah, we'll go into EX, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
technically don't have to play it out.
You don't have to play it out, but you would like to, because
Yeah,
it's
for
free
sure.
that turn, right?
For sure. So here we have another activation here. We do still have the one slot available.
What do we
on
get this
board.
time?
Let's see.
There's Albert.
There's Albert in there. All right. I think it's another GMon.
Oh,
It's a
whiff.
whiff. That was a whiff.
Oof. Still good, though. Let's be real. And remember, these all have Storm because of GMon.
Yeah. Yep. And anything that's not GMon has Storm, and GMon's already been around for the turn, so he can also attack. So this is down to 8.
Wow. Okay. So I guess you can tell, too, Kira really thought through, do I play that
Yep.
GMon on
Absolutely.
turn 4?
Yep.
And it ended up paying off in spades. Like,
Oh, he just absolutely filled his board, healed up to full, like...
crazy play. But honestly, once again, fortune favors the bull, especially when that fortune comes in the form of glittering gold.
Absolutely. Now, Igni. Polaris is going into his turn 5.
Is there anything he can do? Minami Nita?
So is this Minami into Anastasia into a bunch of other stuff maybe? If he has the right cards in his hand.
I don't think that even clears.
I don't know if it does either. I mean, you definitely have to deal with the GMon, right? That's like order number 1. Then dealing with the musicians, next order of business,
Yeah.
right? Because you don't want them to evolve. So
It's too much stat. It's honestly too much stat. I don't think
It is.
I don't think there's anything in the deck. I mean, I don't know his exact list, but I cannot. I'm running through my Rolodex of Forest games
Right.
I played, and I cannot think of a single card they have that can answer this on turn 5.
it would just be like a huge, like wombo combo turn.
And the thing that's really unfortunate is that because of the Guinea's effect,
Yes, yeah,
the
exactly.
Alice is
I
stuck
was
on
thinking-
board.
Yeah, just kind of like, it's not really a board lock, but it just kind of like took up a spot.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there, can't do anything, right?
It's really tragic, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Can't attack with it,
Yeah.
anything. It's just sitting there.
This is
And
so
that's
tough.
That was exactly Kira's idea, right? I'm just like, yeah, you're just going to have this like dud card on your field now.
Yeah, not having that nice, clean answer to that GM1. And you know,
Yeah.
Kira was thinking about it because if it was answered, it's like the hardest punish of all time because
Yeah.
then you have no play on turn 5.
He's like,
it really was a have the out situation.
yeah, you got to make him have it.
Yeah.
So Polaris now in the tank, and very understandable, right? He's got to be thinking, what are my outs? Do I have any? Do I have the right sequence of cards? Does the damage add up? And obviously, we're here at the grand finals.
You got to think through it for sure.
You have to. You
Yeah.
have to take the time. You have to think through it. You can't just rush through. Even though we've seen a lot of these games being played at like breakneck speed all day, this is the time to kind of like take a breath,
Oh, you know what?
compose yourself.
Would Chipper Skipper help out? I think it would help for sure.
I think Chipper Skipper would help.
But it would have to pull Fina. That's the problem. So it's also a little bit of a toss up there.
Yeah. It looks like he might have a line. He's kind of just playing his, mental mathing his cards out.
Even if you can't clear, maybe you can survive till the next turn.
Yeah,
Is the
like-
idea here.
If you can't clear, what's your best play? He put 4 cards down, right? I can't quite get a glimpse of what's in his hand.
All right, it is going to be okay. Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire, do a little bit of ping damage
So
here.
I'll do the one.
One on the Guinea.
This is looking a little scary.
So combo currently so Carbuncle,
Okay, bounce the Cheshire.
bouncing Cheshire, drawing card. So you can replay Cheshire,
to take out the Guinea, but then
ping again.
that's like I think that's the least priority target, to be honest.
But
out
I mean,
of the
like,
three.
if he doesn't have the damage, then
Yeah.
here we have it again. Yeah, taking out the Guinea. But that.
And Salvia Panther takes out a Masterful Musician.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, takes out the GMon.
You got to take out the Jabon for sure.
But that Masterful Musician can still evolve.
Yeah, I mean, they both can.
Oh, Sukuna evolved to take out one of the Masterfuls?
Okay, so we have Sukuna, Brave and Small coming on in.
And it does get buffed.
Yeah, because we do have the combo here.
And it's just a trade.
Yeah. So that is just going to do the trade here.
But this
And then
Masterful
leaving the one Masterful up.
This Masterful is still alive. It can still evolve, and it can still do ping damage as well if any Glittering Golds come into play.
Yeah, and once again, on Evolve, they get to do 3 damage to an enemy follower and 1 damage to the leader.
And the Evolve also gives them a Glittering
and
Gold.
they get the Glittering Gold. Yeah.
And it's 4 attacks, so that would be 5 ping, right? That's 5 damage immediately to the health total. So Kira only needs to assemble 3 more damage.
Yeah, a couple more points of damage.
Is that Taketsumi?
That is Taketsumi here.
Gets another Glittering Gold, another ping.
So that does another point of damage.
Another point of damage.
To face here. This is going to make another gold. There's another point of damage to face.
Yep, yep.
So this is 3 damage, ping, 1 to face.
And then 1 more. That's another 1.
That's another.
And then that's 5 to the dome. That should be lethal.
I think it is. I think it is.
Or 4 to the dome, I should say. So 1 here, then another
ping,
4.
Clear it up, take it down to 4, and then 4 for the win.
Kira with Festive Swordcraft is your Shadowverse Evolve English Edition World Champion. Oh, you know what? You were exactly correct. It's the bridesmaid's curse, man.
It is. It is. Maybe someday Forrest will get there, but today.
Hey, to be fair, to be clear, second place, amazing finish.
Oh,
still.
of course.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Huge congrats to both of these players. But at the end of the day, Kira is going to be the world championship with a sword deck that a lot of people were kind of underestimating in comparison to the alternative, which was Thief.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like, I was kind of a little bit higher on Thief as well, just going into this event. Seeing Festive go in and, like, kind of take it was very, very cool to see, honestly.
I think Kira making the call of you don't have the clear was incredible. And we actually do have a winner's interview with the world champion now.
Yes, we do.
So I'll let Kel take it away and get the winner in onto this side.
Sure.
All
so
right.
Just one moment as we kind of do a little swap here.
That's reposition, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hello, hello.
Hello.
First of all, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And do you want to go ahead and put on the headset?
Of course.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So let's talk a little bit about it. Well, first of all, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
We kind of like followed you throughout the whole top 8, so we saw all of the matches.
Yep.
My first question, I think a lot of folks are curious about, what made you choose Festive Sword over something like Thief Sword?
To be honest, there are multiple factors that made me come to this decision. There was actually everything started with the error, where I thought the event is actually just like Japan's final, where it's a 2-deck thing.
Oh,
so initially I was preparing as a lineup of 2 decks, which involves coin as the anti-aggro part.
Okay.
So and then later on I found out it's actually just a 1-deck thing, and I was pretty sure on time for practice on a lot of other matchups. I was thinking of playing Necrocharger Abyss.
Okay.
If it's a 1-deck thing, that was one of my top options, but I didn't have enough time to practice for the details. So I was like, okay, I do have a second assumption of the meta in this event specifically. I was expecting a good amount of aggro, counter dragon, pretty much counter dragon people who counter dragon to either in the event or makes to the final top cut. Because to me, I feels like dragon, their best move every turn is almost predictable. It's like you can have all kinds of you can have pick up your entire deck, and your best play will still involve just those 2 cards. So which is something I've always think it's easiest to play around.
Yeah.
So I was thinking instead of playing the ones I'm thinking that's good against Dragon, I would rather just play the counter that deck that counters the decks, the aggro decks, which ended up to be coin sword, and during Swiss round it was really just hit and miss. I'm glad I did not face any of the Abyss matchups.
Yeah.
That's, to my opinion, that's like the ones I struggle the most. I'm okay to play against Dragon with coin, which I played against 3 already in the Swiss, but I pretty much I still won those. Even statistically, it would be a not favored matchup. And everything else worked perfectly on top 8 because a lot of people clearly, as I was expecting, all the anti-dragon lineup made to a lot of anti-dragon lineup made to the top cut.
Yeah.
And I farmed out all of them.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, did you expect to see so much like forest in the meta?
I did. So I participated in the latest Grand Showdown. It happened from North America. It happened to be hosted in one of my local stores.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
I was there and I was starting with playing Thief Sword, and I played against like 4 forest players, and I'm like, this is a little bit tough.
yeah, for sure.
And so later I was like, yeah, you know what? Instead of trying to figure out how to conquer the least favorite, like bad matchup with Thief, might just as well play a new deck that favors in this matchup.
I mean, obviously that worked out super well with you. You went up against multiple forests in the top 8.
Yes. Yeah.
Multiple like different types of forests in the top 8 too, both fairy and like the Sekka.
Yes,
Out of curiosity, you said you thought it was a 2-deck format. What was your other deck that you were considering?
It was Dragon.
It was Dragon, okay.
Built specifically meant for the slower matchup. So I tagged in Fracture for Abyss or Dragon Mirror. I also tagged in. There was the old Dragon spell from first Idolmaster collaboration that does 7 to the entire board. To specifically counter the armored sword. To specifically counter Star Armor. I tagged in cards like those to make the deck more specifically meant for slower matchups instead of anti-aggro.
Yeah, awesome. It really sounds like you kind of like called the meta, and you brought a deck that really countered a lot of the stuff that was going on, and was able to dodge the Abyss decks.
Absolutely.
Personally, Abyss, as you said too, I was kind of the similar mind. I thought Abyss was one of the more favorable decks in the meta, and I kind of predicted it to do very well, and I was very surprised not to see it show up in the top 8 at all.
Yeah, I can see Abyss being a winner deck, but I assume the deck has always been this problem. Is like, even you are very good at it, sometimes you just not lucky enough to do it, right?
Yep. Sometimes you brick, sometimes you don't have like your turn 1 Ilgano, and you can just kind of like flounder a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, awesome. Do you have anything else you'd like to say to anyone or anything?
Shout outs to my best coach who played against me on different lineup a lot, and also thanks to my friends from CN who also helped me a lot on deck building and gave me a lot of valuable inputs. Yeah, thanks to everyone.
Yeah, excellent. And thank you for taking the time and coming on here and chatting with us. I really appreciate it. And once again, the absolute congratulations on becoming the 3rd Shadowverse Evolve English World Champion.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So we are going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to have the award ceremony in just a moment. But from here in the casting booth, I've been Kel, joined by my excellent co-host Ignitius. We have our new world champion as well. And I just want to say thank you all for watching and joining us on the stream. Like I said, we will have our award ceremony very shortly. So thank you all so much. And stick around for the ceremony.
Hello, everybody.
All right, everybody. Can I have your
Welcome
attention,
back to the
please?
BCS
Thank you guys for
25-26
joining
World
us
Finals. The
After
tournament
a
has
long
concluded,
year
and we are
of
doing the
global
award
battles,
ceremony
we're
for
now
all
ready
3
for
tournaments, or all 4
BCS
tournaments that took place here today.
World
Yeah,
champion.
absolutely. I'm also here
Without
too.
further ado, please welcome Bushiroad International
So Igni and I are just
CEO
going to be kind of
Shinichi
joining
Taira
you for
and
the
Bushiroad's
award
founder
ceremony and
and
kind of
president
just chatting a little bit about the
Takaki
event and how we feel about everything.
For sure. Oh, and there's Shunichi Taira-san as well as Shacho Kidani-san.
Yes, these are, if you didn't know, the
All right.
CEOs of
Now
Bushiroad.
for Shadowverse
Both Bushiroad
Evolve,
International and Bushiroad.
please welcome
overall.
our third place player, Brian Sun.
Oh, and you even get like a whole thing. That's pretty nice.
Oh, it's like a little,
A little trophy.
yeah, very nice. So this is third place.
Third place, Brian Sun. That's right. And of course, you got to get the photo op too.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, I think it's. I really did miss casting the Bushiroad Championship Series, especially since last year I missed it. So this was honestly a very welcome event to do, and I really feel blessed to be able to cast with you once again as well, Kel.
In second
Yeah,
place,
the feeling is absolutely
Wilson
mutual. It was
Zhou.
great to have you back in the booth. Obviously, I loved casting with Masha last year, but it was also great to cast with you once again, Igni.
Congratulations to Wilson as well.
Absolutely. And overall, I think the event went extremely well.
I think
had a lot
the
of
games,
fun.
the game quality of the games are amazing for Shadowverse Evolve as well.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. I thought we had a lot of diversity in the meta, and a lot of diversity, in the feature matches, and I thought, just generally speaking, it was just a great time to watch and see how
And
Shadowverse
your Shadowverse
has evolved.
World
over time.
Champion.
Here we go.
Han Zhang.
Of course, we got the Shadowverse Evolve World Champion. There he is with Kira. We had the interview with him previously as well. I mean, you were able to talk to him for a bit of an extended period of time there. Like, what was he read on this new World Champion? Oh, beautiful, the one-of-one Seka card as well.
Yeah, I mean, like it really feels like he, knew exactly what the metagame was, going into this event. He was pretty, chill, humble, guy.
And used the format to his advantage too, knowing
Absolutely.
that it's best of one closed sheet and switching from the more commonly targeted Thief into the lesser known factor
Yeah.
Festive.
Yeah, he was saying that he played against a lot of Force in his locals as Thief, right? And he was like, "Well, I'm just getting destroyed. I'm gonna swap to the deck that actually beats these Force decks. That's still good into the rest of the meta, right?" Because he was talking about how he thought
Please give a warm
Departed
round of
Abyss was
applause
a
to our
really good
top
choice, and he was like
finishers
considering
in
it for
Shadowverse
the event as
Evolve.
well. But ended up going with the Festive, which ended up being the perfect meta call.
I am really glad to see the top 3 best players of Shadowverse Evolve in the world up on stage here today, all side by side. I also think it is pretty cool that they're all the same height on that stage right now.
Yeah.
Incredibly level. Once again, huge congratulations to all 3 players, Brian,
Absolutely.
Wilson, and of course Kira, who is your English edition 3rd World Championship.
Yeah, and another thing to note that just kind of
And,
occurred to me.
once again, congratulations
we have
to
had
all
a
of our
different
Shadowverse Evolve
class
players.
win worlds
Next,
True,
every
yeah.
single
Vice
year so far,
Schwartz.
right? So
In
first
third
was
place.
Daniel
Give it up
Nanto
for
playing
Dylan
Dragon.
Van
Then we had last
Amsterdam.
year with Wibbs playing
Abyss.
Vampire Abyss, and obviously we had Kira here playing Sword, like Festive Sword.
It's really good to see. Hopefully we can see Rune and Haven have their debuts soon
Yeah.
enough as well.
I mean, Haven had like a hot streak today, right? So.
And now these are
that was
the
cool.
winners, the top 3 of Weiss Schwartz. So guys, if you missed it, of course, make sure to check out the Weiss Schwartz side of the stream over on the
Yes.
Bushiroad_WS, I believe, on the same website. So really cool to see. I was chatting with the Weiss Schwartz casters on and off throughout the day
Next,
as well, and it's
in
really cool to see
second
how their meta
place,
has developed too.
Dario Perry.
Yeah, it's something that I know like a little bit about, but not too much, especially this year. I remember last year, Nikkei was kind of like a big thing.
Yeah, but a lot of bans occurred in Weiss Schwartz as well,
Yeah.
I believe. So things have been a couple of expected decks for sure. I think the one that I'm the most familiar with was Overlord, who I believe they said it was the 3rd most represented. So pretty cool to see. And Oshinoko being the 1st most represented. So really big IPs, very popular IPs. And I think Overlord just keeps getting support too. There's another Nazarick volume coming out soon.
Hey,
so.
it's a popular show.
Yeah,
It
there
makes-
you go.
It does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Very cool. And of course, a
And
champion.
Your new Vice Schwartz World Champion, Christian Yarbacher.
You can hear the crowd roar too. Clearly a beloved member of the community.
Yeah, very, very cool to see. And as Igni said, all of these streams were like simulcast at the
That's
same
right,
time.
yeah.
So if you want to go check out the Vice Schwartz side, definitely can do that. Same is true for
The
Cardfight Vanguard as
yeah,
well.
and we're going to get to the Vanguard guys in a minute, both standard and premium.
Yes.
Now for the Shadowverse Evolve fans in the chat, if you didn't know, Standard is sort of the rotation format, and Premium is the Eternal format for Cardfight Vanguard. So very different games, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, as of now,
Give it up
Shadowverse
for
does
our
not
Vice
have any
Schwartz
rotation
top
at all.
Yeah.
Unlike the
finishers.
digital version, which does.
Yeah.
You can kind of call Shadowverse Evolve like an eternal format game.
Yeah. And those are your top 3 for Weiss Schwartz. Huge congratulations. Really loving that shirt.
Absolutely.
And of course, getting that nice photo of all the winners. Fantastic stuff.
Fantastic.
I will say, even if I don't really understand the game
Thank you,
or
congratulations to all of
know
our
the
Vice
community
Schwartz
that
players
well, it
today.
is kind of just like a nice vibe to
Next,
see people
for
get
Cardfight
crowned
Vanguard
champion.
Premium. In
Weiss
third place,
has
give
always
it up
given me
for
like
Joshua
pretty good vibes among the people who play it.
Mm.
Like it has a pretty like passionate and dedicated fan base,
Mhm.
and players will pick their whatever kind of like set and IP that they really like.
And I believe
just
this
kinda,
is
like,
for
stick with it.
Premium. So congratulations to the third place for Premium here.
For Cardfight Vanguard.
For Cardfight Vanguard, of course, yeah.
I heard the premium games were wild.
Premium is a very complicated format.
Yeah, we talked a little bit with Different Fight, and he said that the premium games were pretty crazy.
Well,
so.
it's 15 years worth
Yeah,
of cards.
exactly. And so once again, if you want to go watch that, go check out the Cardfight Vanguard side.
For sure.
Next, in second place, Alicia Doramus.
You can hear somebody just screaming.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, Premium, I know, has a ton of fans. It's one of the formats and games on display here that I know the least about because I kind of got into Cardfight Vanguard with Overdress actually.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't see a lot of the stuff before that, but I know it has a lot of fans. And hearing about the game, it feels like pretty intricate with a lot of like complex play
Very
lines.
complicated, like OTK
And
combos
your
where sequencing really
new
matters.
Vanguard Premium World Champion, Tron Lee.
You can really tell that the Premium fan base is very, very dedicated with the amount of response that these crownings are getting.
Here we have, Premium World Champion.
Very
For-
nice.
for Shadowverse
And of
Evolve.
course, every world
I mean,
champion
for
gets
Cardfight
a
Vanguard, for
yes,
Cardfight.
every world champion gets a 1 of 1 as well, which is absolutely
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yep, absolutely. And that's true across all of the Bushiroad games here at the BCS.
That's right. And of course, we got to get all the top 3 from Premium onto
Give it
the
up
stage.
for the top finishers in Cardfight Vanguard Premium.
I don't know if you can hear that on the stream, but one guy's going absolutely crazy in the crowd, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
You'll love to see that. You'll love to see that.
I said it, like, Premium fans are,
They're some of the most dedicated. I would
passionate,
say.
dedicated,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. All right. And of course, Cardfight Vanguard Standard is up next.
Yes, last but certainly
And
not
the
least,
last award ceremony for
Cardfight
today.
Vanguard Standard.
First, in third place for Cardfight Vanguard Standard, John Shea.
Now, Standard recently got a huge wave of balance updates regarding restrictions and limits. So being able to adapt to that change, and come out on top is pretty nice.
Yeah. I did hear a bit about that, and it seemed like it was something that was kind of like a long time coming, right?
Well, I'm a Dragon Empire player, so.
Sure.
Next up, in second place, Siu Chi Ho.
Second place, Cardfight Vanguard. Runner up.
I definitely kind of want to go back and check out some of these games, like these matches leading up to this.
Oh yeah, watching the finals in particular would be awesome for these other games as well.
I think just watching the finals for all of them would be pretty fascinating, especially as someone who has like dabbled
And
in each of these games a
lastly,
little bit.
Your Cardfight Vanguard Standard, World Champion, Han Samuel.
Oh, the biggest cheer of the night. Huge dub. Cardfight Vanguard Standard. Massive tournament. Best players in the game. And we have our world champion. I haven't played Vanguard in a hot minute. I think I might have to hop back on with that new balance update.
I need to go see if my decks
Give it up for our
have
top
got any
three.
sauce since then. Like, oh, does
Cardfight
Blankmeyer
Vanguard
have any
Standard
cool
World
stuff? No, I don't know. I'll have to go
finalists.
check.
And folks, those are your top 3 for each game here at the Bushiroad Championship Series 25-26 World Finals. A huge congratulations to each and every one of the players who were crowned here today. And of course, on the Shadowverse Evolve side, double congratulations
much,
to
Kidani Shacho
Kira,
and
your
Tyra-san.
new Shadowverse Evolve
Now,
English Edition.
Let's invite
third
our
world champion.
champions for all 4 games
Absolutely.
and formats today.
Oh, we're
onto
gonna
the
see them
stage
all
for
here.
One last photo.
So we need all 4 of the world champions.
All 4 of the world
Up
champs. So
here.
that's for Shadowverse Evolve English Edition. That's for Weiss Schwartz for Cardfight Vanguard Premium. And for Cardfight Vanguard Standard.
And this is it feels like pretty standard fare when you're trying to take a group photo. Someone who's been in a lot of group photos, a lot of it is just kind of shuffling around trying to get to a good position where everyone is.
Hey, you got to make the champions look good, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
There they are. Your new world champions for the Bushiroad Championship Series. Each of them holding a 1-of-1 card and a beautiful trophy to take home. That Sekka in particular, I mean, we're the Evolve cast, so we got to
it's
talk about
beautiful.
it. That Sekka in particular is amazing. Exclusive art that's also on the supply set, but as a card with a hot stamp, textless. Oh my goodness.
It is a beautiful card.
And now some words from Kidani Shacho.
Okay, some words from the CEO of Bushiroad.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you for coming today. Also, thank you for exciting card fight today. Thank you. I have information. Do you know? This is Vanguard 15 years anniversary pin badge. This is Bushiroad 18 years anniversary pin badge. Do you have a ticket? Tomorrow ticket? Card game Matsuri ticket? You can get this team. No. Each you must choose each pin badge by ticket tomorrow. どっちかと交換できます。Okay? Anyway, thank you for 15th anniversary, also 18th anniversary. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you also Evolve more. I want get 10 years anniversary. 頑張りましょう。じゃあ平なんか最後挨拶。はい。Thank you so much.
And now some words from Shinichi Taira-san.
I also want to thank everyone again for joining today, and thank you everyone who tuned in to the stream as well. And congratulations on all the players for making it this far, and of course, congratulations to the winners today. So we'll look forward to the next circuit. Hope to see everyone in future tournaments. So please, continue to support us and play our games. Thank you.
Very well said. I too want to see Evolve hit its 10th anniversary.
Oh, me too.
That would be the dream.
Me too. I'm extremely excited
Now,
for next year
thank you,
in
Kidani
particular.
Shacho and Tyra-san. With all that being said, thank you everybody for coming to today's event, joining into the stream. We look forward to seeing you all next year and the year after that at Bushiroad Summerfest 2026 and the Bushiroad Championship Series 26-27 and other future events. Thank you.
All right, everybody at home, thank you so much for watching the stream. I've been Ignidius. That's been Red Zone Rogue. Thank you to production, without which this entire thing would not be possible.
Absolutely.
And of course, once again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next tournament. Peace.